the end of Wolves in the Throne Room.
Ist halt anders, weil diese kitschige, pubertäre Poser-Scheiß halt nicht da ist. Die fühlen ihre Musik, die strahlen es aus, null Kitsch und einfach zum herrlich. Musik fühlen, das fällt mir ein. Herrlich.
Ich höre eigentlich elektronische Psychedelic Trance Musik. Ich höre gar keinen Metal oder irgendwie sowas.
Und wieso dann Wolves in the Throne Room?
Keine Ahnung, weil das ist tranceig. Das ist super schnell, aber ist super slow dabei, irgendwie so. Ja, was soll ich jetzt dazu sagen?
Ich kann es nicht weiter beschreiben. Also sogar sie hat es auch gefeiert. Ja, das ist. Also ist nicht so dieses stumpfe, also ist rauer Black Metal klar, aber ist nicht dieses Geschredder halt, wie Mayhem oder was weiß ich was. Es ist halt diese Soundwand, die auf einen zuprischt, sag ich mal.
There's a lot of sort of speculation or rumors or sensationalist headlines that Wolves in the Throne Room have broken up or...
So I'm asking.
Yeah, of course not. No, I mean, like, Wolves in the Throne Room is just me and Nathan. And it's the musical expression of our own selves. And we can do with it whatever we want. And so, we'll always want to make music. But we're just going to do it in a different way. It's not about just the woods anymore. It's about turning your gaze from the earth up towards the stars and opening yourself up to new experiences, new possibilities. We do see this record as, the end of a musical phase in our life. It's the end of Wolves in the Throne Room as we've done it for the past 8 years. And it's the beginning of a whole new era, a whole new phase in the band as individuals. And so it's kind of a bittersweet thing for us. It's a bit sad because we're having to let go of this thing that we've worked so hard on and have loved so much. But we have to do it because we need to push ourselves forward. We need to do things in a new way.
Ja, schon zu groß geworden eigentlich.
Woran machst du das fest?
Mehr als 100 Leute. Nee, es ist Quatsch, das Ganze so elitär zu sehen, aber es freut mich, dass so viele Leute inzwischen begeistert. Ich hätte nicht gedacht, dass es jetzt schon fast massentauglich ist. Ja.
Wie fandst du die Vorband?
Nett. Haben gut angefangen, dann wurde es mir doch zu sphärisch.
Geflasht, weil, weißt du zum Beispiel, du siehst gar nicht aus wie ein Metaller, sondern eher wie so ein...
Ja, aber muss man denn, ich bin 30 irgendwie, man muss doch nicht irgendeiner Szene zugehören irgendwie so. Ich stehe halt auf Musik und Wolves in the Throne Room irgendwie machen geile Musik, von Ambient über Black Metal und gerade weil es eben ohne Satan-Quatsch ist, so irgendwie kann ich mir das gut anhören.
Last time we talked about post-rock and that you don't like to hear that people think of Wolves on the Throne Room as a black metal plus post-rock band. And now I saw that Godspeed You Black Emperor invited you to join a concert and you're playing, right. Don't you fear or don't you care about being compared to this post-rock movement?
Well, see, that's the thing, is I love Godspeed You Black Emperor, and I love Neurosis. But maybe those two bands those are the kind of bands that have maybe 10,000 imitators. And I think maybe it's become very watered down. And I love Godspeed You Black Emperor, but I don't maybe like all the bands that sound like Godspeed You Black Emperor. And so maybe that's the thing that I disagree with, is that certainly we're absolutely influenced by Neurosis and Godspeed You Black Emperor. Those are two bands that are huge for us. But I've never thought of them as post-rock bands. I think of them as Neurosis and Godspeed You Black Emperor. I mean, I remember seeing Neurosis in high school. I was probably 17 years old. This is 1996 at the Capitol Theater in Olympia, Washington, on their Through Silver and Blood tour. And that was one of those life-changing sort of concerts. I mean, just like the intensity that they were putting out, just the intense spiritual power that they were putting out. I mean, that's the kind of thing that we're inspired by. It's not about the sound necessarily, or the technique, or the style of playing. It's about that spirit,
Super cool so. Mittlerweile ist es ja so, dass Hardcore-Bands von früher ja mehr in Richtung Black Metal gehen, zum Beispiel Death Heaven, Liturgy und so. Und ich finde das halt super interessant halt, dass halt die Szene sich in die Richtung bewegt und auch in Veganer in dem Aktivismus sich einsetzt und so, finde ich halt cool. Also Wolves in the Throne Room leben ja auch in so einer Kommune, ne? Nicht wahr?
The life on tour and in the studio is the exact opposite of the life I have at home. And that's really what I want for myself. And so that's a big part of why we want to make a change, because it's really important for us to be connected to our life at home, to be, in that simple cycle of life in the countryside, being there for all the seasons, seeing the different plants come up in the spring, watching the different animals come and go, the migration of the birds. It's really important for me to see those things and be a part of that cycle. And it's true that being a part of living in the world of music and rock and roll pulls you away from that. It pulls you into this very different sphere, which has validity and is something that's really worthwhile. That's why we do it, something that we love. But for us, it's always been a temporary thing. I think most bands, they just live to play music. That's why they do it, and it's all they want to do. And we've always been different. For us, music is just one of many things that we want to do. Yeah, we need to reconnect with home and get back into that flow of things, because that's really what it's all about for me.
Das war halt bombastisch, was gerade passiert ist halt.
Was ist denn eigentlich passiert?
Pure Transzendenz. Kann man anders nicht beschreiben. Es ist einfach etwas, was unter die Haut geht so und einen mitfühlen lässt. Und es war super, großartig.